Hey, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to build trust with your prospects using email marketing. So this step is essential. You can't skip this basically. It's really important. You have to have a system in your accountancy firm to follow up with people on a regular basis. And one of the easiest ways you can do that, and you can actually do most of this on autopilot, is by using email marketing. Now, I'm not too fussed over what email marketing software you use. There's lots of those out there. There's MailChimp, there's Infusionsoft. At the Profitable Firm, we use Infusionsoft. At Skyline Social, myself, I started to use MailChimp, and then I've since upgraded to ConvertKit, which is just a little bit more powerful. Right now, I'm still using ConvertKit, and I really enjoy it. I think it's great. But I'm not, I don't mind what email software you use. I'm not too fussed about that. What's more important is that you use something and have a system in place where you regularly follow up with different people in your list, in your email list. So once you start generating leads, what a lot of people think is these leads suddenly turn into customers and clients, but it doesn't work like that. You need to build up trust. You need to build up likability. Those steps are essential for you to be able to convert your leads into actual clients. So again, one of the easiest ways to do this is through email marketing. So I'm just going to show you behind the scenes in our email marketing software and what we are doing right now, just so you can get an idea. And this is basically what I want to teach you today is what you need to do in terms of the minimum you should be doing to start building up trust and following up with those in your email list. And in the future, we'll cover some more advanced things you can do, such as creating automatic sequences and things like that. But right now, there's two things that I want you to do in your accountancy firm. The first thing is sign up to some sort of email marketing software. I'm going to show you ConvertKit because that's what we use right now. So it's really easy for me to give you a demo, but more or less, whatever you use, they will work in a very similar way. And the second thing I want you to do is make sure that you, at least once a month, send out an email to people saying something that provides value to them. So giving away, one of the best things you can do is giving away your content or sharing your content with people on your list. So once a month, you can share with people your latest or your best content. And that's really easy to do. And as a minimum, you should be doing something like that. So they're the two things I want you to do if you haven't already. Number one, create an email database by signing up to one of these email marketing software. And the second thing is send an email to those on your list at least once a month. And what I want you to do in this video is basically go through what we do, just to give you an idea of one of the most simplest things that you can do to send out to people. So when you log into your dashboard, this is our dashboard in real time. So you can see when we log in, what I like about ConvertKit, it tells you how many leads you're generating each day. So you can see right now we're generating about 100 leads, well, just over 100 leads all through social media. So today we've actually generated 6 leads, which is pretty cool. And all of this is running, behind the scenes. We don't really have to do much. Most of it's all running through autopilot with the systems that we've set up to generate leads. But I know if I just leave it like that on its own, we're not going to get any clients. So the way that we get new clients is by following up with them through email. So as a minimum, one of the things that we do each month is we send out a broadcast to everyone on our list. Now, where a lot of people go wrong with broadcasts is they send out broadcasts to people basically to sell their services to them, and they're very promotional. Now, I'm not against being promotional on some of the emails you send out. In fact, that's an important part of it. But if you're sending out emails to people for the first time and they've just signed up to your list, you want to make sure you're providing value to them. So one of the things that we do sort of as a minimum is just send out one email once a month. And I just want to show you what emails we send out, just so you can get an idea and a flavor for what you can do for your own accountancy firm. So essentially what we do in our monthly emails that we send out is we send them a link to one of our latest blog posts on our blog. Sometimes it might be a video if we've recorded a video for YouTube. But essentially we're giving away value, and we send that out to those on our list each month. So this is an example of something we sent out to people last month. So this is, you've got the subject here, how social media can help you grow your business. And what we've actually done for the content of the email, we've actually taken most of this content. I think we've reworded a few things, but most of this content actually comes from the blog post that we wrote. So if we go to the blog post, just have a quick look here, look at what it says. You probably know a lot of people, including your potential customers, are on social media. Have you ever asked yourself these questions? And then it goes, click here to continue reading. And if you go to the article, you'll see that this is basically just taken from the introduction to our blog post. So again, you don't have to write a completely new email. You can actually just copy or use what you've already done in the blog and use that as part of your email. Now, what I have done is after it says click here to continue reading, I did actually write something new where I said, in the article, I explain, 3 things that we explain in the article. Again, I took this information from the content in the article, but, it's just really to provide more value to people and get them to actually click on the link. And we've got another link where they can click on it and go to the blog post. So this is really easy to do. You'll see that there's nothing fancy here. There's no fancy images or anything like that. There's just an image of me at the end. And there's also a link to book a meeting with me, which actually a few people have clicked on that and have booked consultations with me. So it's just a way really to follow up with people. You don't need anything fancy. You just need a system and a way to follow up people once a month by sending everyone on your list an email. And that email that you send to people should be providing value to them. And every single time we send out one of these monthly emails, we always get new people who either reply back to the email or they book a consultation with me, or they contact me somehow and they say, hey, I'm actually interested in doing social media. Now is the right time. Actually, when I sent this email out to those on my list, I had, I think, at least 2 people reply. And one of the people that replied was on my list for about 2 weeks. And the other person that replied was on my list for about 4 years. And both of them, we've had a talk with them, had a meeting with them, and we've sent them over a proposal. It's very likely that they'll go ahead. But the fact is that wouldn't have happened if I didn't follow up with them each month with some new piece of content and build trust with them. So each time I send out this content to those on my list, it's building up trust and it's building up likability, and they're learning about what it is that we do. And you need to do the same in your own accountancy firm. And you might not get anyone booking a meeting with you straight away or replying back to it, but as your email list grows, as you send it out to more and more people, you will start to build more and more trust, and eventually you're going to get more and more of those consultations or people interested in working with you, and that's how you get more sales. It's really easy to do, so definitely you can start doing this from day one. And obviously, this goes without saying, but you're going to have to be creating content on a regular basis, because creating content, fresh new content for your website and your blog is the perfect kind of stuff that you can use to send out in your emails. So that's something I'd recommend you do. As I said before, 2 takeaways from this video. Number 1, make sure you're using email marketing software. And number 2, make sure you send out an email to everyone on your list at least once a month. In the future, we're going to talk about sequences and how you can automate a lot of this. So when people sign up as a lead, it's very important that you also create some sequences. So a series of follow-up emails that automatically get sent out to them. So that's a bit more advanced, so we'll cover that in another video. But for now, just make sure as a minimum, you're sending out at least one email to people on your list each month.